Hey guys, we all know that the PSP is an awesome portable gaming console, but sometimes you want to play it at home on a, bigger screen than this. So, one thing that we can do is hook it up to a TV. How do we do that? Well, we can go very basic by just taking the PSP and some AV cables and just connecting it. Alright, so once we physically connected the console and the TV via the cable, we go to Settings, and under Settings we go to Switch Video Output and click Yes. And now we can play our PSP on the TV. One of the drawbacks of this method is that your power supply, well, you can't really get one since the AV cable's in there, meaning that your battery will die eventually and it probably won't take too long. Meanwhile, you're using your PSP as the controller. Now, while this isn't bad per se, we have better options, more authentic to a console experience, if you will. There are many different ways to play your PSP Go on your TV, but I'm going to show you what I feel to be the optimum method. Be aware that my method does require some setup. Alright, the first thing you need, the PSP Go. The next thing are component cables, which I use because I play mine on a HD TV. The next thing, and this one's pretty important, is the PSP Go dock. This makes it so we can have a power supply plugged in and the component or AV cables plugged in while it's charging. Very essential so that your battery will not run out. Then of course we need a PSP charger to be used with the dock. The last bit that we need will be a DualShock 3 controller, a mini USB cable, and the PSP Go cable, as well as a PlayStation 3. Alright, to connect a controller, make sure your Wi-Fi switch is on. Next, go to Settings, then go to Bluetooth Device Settings, then go to Manage Devices, and you're going to want to register a new device. Oops. And you're going to go register a PS3 system controller. Alright, for this you're going to need a DualShock. You'll need a system, can't really see that, and you'll need 2 USB cables. We already got that. Now it says turn on the PS3 system, which we have, and then connect this system using the USB cable. If it's already connected, disconnect and then reconnect. Alright, I'm going to do that. Okay, now I've connected the console to the PSP Go via the cable. Next step, connect a PS3 system and controller using USB cable and to disconnect and reconnect if it's already connected. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so now I've connected my controller to the system via the cable. Now the console says, disconnect the USB cables that connect the controller and the system to the PS3 system. After disconnecting, press the PS button on the controller. Alright, so we unplug and unplug. Press the PS button. And now I have full range of control via the DualShock 3. As you can see, the blue indicator is lit, meaning a controller is connected, and there is an orange light, meaning it's charging because I connected the power supply to the dock that it's on. Also, I connected the component cable to the Sony 3D display. Once again, we're going to go to Settings, then Switch Video Output, and of course we do want it to display, so we go to Yes. Now it's going to be switched. Now let me turn my TV on. And we've done it. Now we have a larger screen in HD, well, component cables, being used with a controller. Next, let's go to a game. The only caveat is that your playing area will not be the full screen. Again, while with the AV cable, it's going to be a rectangle. You'll see it in a second. you get about this much to play in. But it is bigger than that screen. And we get to use a controller. Some final thoughts. While you can use it for videos, music, and pictures, you already had that via your PS3 console if you use my method. But this is great for emulators, great for games that you normally would just have on a small screen. You can play it on a big screen. And the controller, there's a lot more room here and it's going to be less cramped. Keep in mind that the right stick isn't used at all, and both left buttons is just left. Both right, they're just right. There's only one button on the PSP. Keep that in mind.